Welcome to the world of Movado. Do you remember that, dude?
I do remember that.
We were hanging out once in Beverly Hills. I forget what we were doing
Century
at
City.
Century City Mall, and there was a Movado store, and it was, I think it was before I was super into watches, but we just rolled into the Movado store.
I think you had a Movado.
No,
Or you thought you had a Movado.
I thought, what? That had nothing to do with my idiocrity at the rodeo.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I got burned. I bought a Movado watch at a swap meet.
No, you didn't.
It said Movado. The point
You
is,
bought a watch that said Movado.
yeah, I was such a dum-dum. I thought, oh, no one knocks off Movado watches. And my girlfriend, who was there with me at the time, she let it happen. And then I went to a repair center, and the dude looked at it and then flung it back. He said, no, this isn't real. I went and told my girlfriend. She's like, yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
I said, why didn't you tell me? And you know what she said? Because you looked so happy.
People are knocking off F91 Casios.
They are. I wasn't, like I said, it was years ago. I didn't know any better. But the point is, welcome to the world of Movado was how we were greeted by some young fellow, and then the manager comes over and apologized. He's trying to be an actor.
I think I went back, and apparently he was gone. He got a job.
Oh, he got a job?
Apparently.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's like someone, I don't remember what he looked like. Would be really funny if he's like $1 billion actor now.
Could be.
Anyways, this is an edition of Just One Watch, looking at, I love blocking your coconut with this.
You do.
This is the thumbnail. You know what? Pop over this way a little bit for the thumbnail. Yeah, perfect. Do that and hold.
I think that's enough.
That's perfect. Anyways, this is a Just One Watch episode on the Omega Speedmaster Reduced 1 with the Dupuis chrono module in it. This is actually in your Mrs. G Money's collection. And did we source this together? Did you go off range and get this one yourself? I forget.
No, I think we got it out of Japan. I think you found it.
Oh, okay. You got a good deal on it. It's in
It was
great
a
shape.
great deal, actually. It was before people started to realize how great a deal they are.
I know. It's in the Omega Speedmaster collection. We've already done one for the Moon watch. We're doing a Just One Watch for this one. Because I think it is a possible contender.
I think it's a great watch.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
All right, let's jump right in. Timelessness. What are you going to give it?
7.
I went a little bit lower at 6. While I love the watch, love the piece, the design aesthetic in this particular variant, it's got the minute track going around, that's not a timeless design. The rest of it falls in line with, Speedmaster design language, but it's that minute track that I don't mind it on the AC Milan that I passed on, which I should have bought and I'm still hunting. But on the regular reduced one, I've got mixed feelings about it. I think I could like it, but
I like it.
and liking it is independent of whether or not it's timeless.
Yeah.
That particular design, I should actually go lower, but I'm going 6 because it does have the other Speedmaster aesthetics going on.
I'm solid with my 7. I mean, it's not that it's super timeless. It does look like it's of a previous era.
Yeah, era bygone.
Yeah.
Bygone era.
It looks like a vintage Speedmaster.
I think it is one of those late 90s.
Yeah, is that vintage even though?
Modern vintage.
Yeah, I don't know if that seems like a contradictory of terms, but
Yeah, that's what the cool kids are talking about.
yeah. So it is. It looks a little bit older. Not granddad bought it when he was young, but maybe your father bought it when he was young, kind of thing.
I don't know, you're partying without me, but I feel you.
I think it's great.
Okay, I think it's cool too. All right, moving on. Sportiness.
Yeah.
Usually the sportiness category is defined by some level of water resistance, getting pushed into the pool, whatever. But I make certain allowances since I'm running the show when it comes to motorsport chronographs chiefly.
Yeah.
As long as it's got 50 or more water resistance, which I think that's at 50, unless I'm mistaken. I wouldn't wear it to swim, but if I fell into a pool, it'd probably come out still ticking.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got?
I give it an 8.
8? I actually went 9.
I know you did.
I went 9 because it is a motorsport chronograph.
It is
you
a
can time
motorsport
races.
chronograph, but I give it an 8 because there are other watches that I would give a 9 to.
Or more,
yeah, that are similar. And so I couldn't say that I wouldn't give it a 9. I would give it an 8. It definitely.
On this. No, it's for me. I'm solid at 9. I know I could make it in and out of the pool. Like I said, I wouldn't wear it into the ocean, but if I was going to the track and needed to time some racing business, I'm good with 9.
I feel like it should be bigger. I think.
You mean like the Moonwatch size?
Yeah, it should be.
It wouldn't be
size.
the Reduced then.
No, I know. But then it wouldn't be as sporty.
Yeah.
And that's what what I'm saying. So it's.
Oh, so you're saying the smaller size detracts from its sportiness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is less functional.
How so?
I mean, if you've ever been in a race car on the track, like having something a little bit bigger.
Oh, so
is
visually,
nice.
okay.
Like, that's why pilot watches are just big as stink.
Yeah.
It's because like you're flying a plane getting shot at. And
Well, when I'm on the racetrack, I have my people in the stands timing.
sure.
Yeah. All right, moving on to dressiness.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting one because this is smaller than the Moonwatch, and therefore it does fit under a cuff a little bit better. You went
7.
I also went 7. Wow. Brilliant minds thinking alike. Who knew? Why did you go 7? What was your reasoning?
I say 7 because it has a little bit more vintage aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's smaller. Like if you're wearing a suit, you shouldn't have a watch that's drawing attention to your wrist.
Ostentatious.
So I think a 7 is good. I think it could be worn easier.
Keep talking while I'm blocking your face.
Yeah, it could be worn fairly easily with a suit. I still probably wouldn't, but
you wouldn't grab it if you were heading
no,
out for a suit night.
It wouldn't be my first choice, but it is great.
Similarly, I went 7 because I would definitely wear it with a suit if I had to. It would slip under the cuff. It's a little more modest in the lug to lug than some other watches that might get grabbed for suit day. Even though I don't have a whole lot. I wear a suit about as often as I go to the racetrack, which is a Slim did not. And Slim got shot on his way out of town.
Yeah. The bracelet, like I said, the bracelet in particular, it looks a little bit more vintage.
Yeah.
That kind of style. I really like this bracelet, other than the clasp.
Other than the hair grabbing for me.
I mean, that's a problem too, which I will concede. But
I do prefer the Speedmaster Reduced 2. In fact, that one's back on the punch list. I'm hunting that again.
But doesn't that have a similar style of bracelet to the Mooney and the?
No, it's the more modern iteration of this. It's got a twin trigger release.
Right. I thought it was still I thought it looked more like the Mooney than like this one though.
You got me on that one, bro. I'd have to look up the pics.
Yeah.
But pretty great otherwise. Okay. Satisfaction. I can't get no. What'd you give it?
9. So apparently I can.
Apparently you can.
Yeah.
I went 8. So formally, he's 31, I'm at 30. I went 8 because this particular one, which is what we're reviewing today, would not keep me from buying other watches. Now, if this was the Reduced 2, which basically has the moon watch dial, doesn't have the minutes called out, that one I would easily give a 9 because it's basically a smaller moon watch in principle. But you scored this one rather high on the satisfaction scale. What's up with that?
I mean, I think it's a great watch, and it's interesting because I don't know. It just feels like a watch that you could just wear the beans out of. Like it's just really like.
That's all point.
Yeah, it kind of just goes with everything.
Yeah, it's classic design.
Yeah.
Which is maybe why I should have scored it higher in the timeless factor. But
it's not too big, not too small.
Yeah, just right.
It's not too flashy.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but like I said, it does look a little dressier than some of the other Speedmasters.
I get what you mean about the vintage look, particularly with the loom plops having aged well, at least
Yeah.
in this example. Mm-hmm. All right, G Money's at 31, your boy D's at 30. Not a bad score, but a pretty good, just one watch.